It is the greatest spectacle in all of motorsports. A track that ranks right up there with tracks like Monaco, Charlotte, and of course tracks like Talladega maybe as well. Here, and not to mention, of course, you might want to throw in maybe throw in Le Mans as well. But anyway, this is the racing capital of the world, Indianapolis, Indiana. As we're here today at the prestigious Indianapolis Motor Speedway, as the Brickyard 400 is stock number 22 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series for season 22. And we're set for 24 laps of action on this 2.5-mile rectangle-shaped racetrack. We had an exciting finish at Talladega, a one-lap dash of checkers over there, and ended up with a 3-wide finish in that event. So see what happens here today at the Brickyard. On the pole at 198 miles an hour, Jessica Shelton, two-time winner of the season so far. She won at North Wilkesboro and Riverside. The number 17 Arby's Ford. She'll be alongside the New Hampshire winner, Dylan Young, in the AC Delco Chevy, car number 2. Second row, it's Joshua Osborne in number 33, the Jimmy John Chevy, and Nathan Hudson, a good qualifying win for him, in the 38 Great Clips Toyota. Third row has Charles Sanford, winner of the season of the first Pocono event. He'll be alongside two-time winner Jesse Turner. He won a second Pocono race along with the race at Martinsville in the Castrol Chevy car 27. Fourth row has Quentin Moore in number 89, the Racing for Jesus Chevrolet. His car's been on a roll since that race at Riverside this season. He'll be alongside car 36, the Stanley Tools Pontiac of Carter Freese, and a good top 10 run for him in qualifying. Fifth row has Mike Becker in a Sprint PCS Chevy car 45, and beside him will be car 99, Benny Watson, who won a season at Rockingham in the Airstream Machine Toyota car 99. Sixth row has Johnny Gardner, car 22, the Discount Tires Dodge, and the Net Zero Chevrolet, car number 24 of Kyle Matthews, second race in a row. He's carrying that sponsor on that for his team. Matthews won his race times this season, including the Daytona 500. Seventh row have Cole Deaver in car number 3, the AC Delco Chevrolet, and he'll be alongside car number 43, the Auto Value Bumper to Bumper Toyota of Joshua Collard, two of the most iconic numbers of NASCAR in the same row, the 3 and the 43. Next row down is Chris Dollerton, who won that 3-wide finish at Talladega in Stacker 2 Chevy car 23. He also won this season at Texas. He'll be alongside Levi McIntyre, the winner of the season at Richmond in the Aflac Ford, car number 60. Next row down has two-time winners Zachary Fitzwater in 39 and 32 of Keith Batson. Next row down has car number 21, Gene Samper, and number 37, McIntyre. Gene Samper was the winner of the first race at Talladega this season. Next row down has car number 88, Jay Jefferson in the Navy Chevrolet. He won a season at California. He'll be alongside car 15, Eli Bright, in the Oakland Home Chevy. Next row down has Cat Batson in car 99 and number 62, Sky Commons, is starting alongside. Next row down has car number 4. It is William Brock in the Geico Chevy, winner of the season of the 600 at Charlotte. He'll be alongside Rob Evans in car number 8, the Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boat Chevy. Next row down is Ashlyn Boyd in 18 and number 5, Ryan Brommer. Next row down after that will be Vince Almerega, the winner of the Pepsi 400 this season. Alongside of him will be number 12. It is Mitchell Collins. Next row, excuse me. Next row down has Aiden Shepard in number 14, and number 00, I should say. And he'll be alongside the 66 car of Elijah Gordon in the Duraflame Dodge. Next row down is 74, James Henry, and number 10, Simon Bloomfield. Next row down after that will be Dion Moon in 87, and number 1, Bobby Frazier. Next row down, Diego Yepes in 63, and number 57, Henry Sanford. Next row down after that will be Zach Winkle in number 7, and number 14, Benjamin Miles, who won a season at Darlington. And starting shotgun the field will be car number 34, Trey Wright in the Goulds Pump Chevy. Should be a great race here today at the Brickyard here. In-car cameras today will be carried by Dylan Young on the outside of the front row. Joshua Osborne in number 33 has our second in-car camera. And our third in-car camera will ride in Cole Deaver's car. So here comes the command to fire the engines here today at Indy.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
That's ladies and gentlemen, by the way. Back at Indianapolis in the Brickyard 400 as we are about to get set for green flag racing here. As the field's about to eye the third turn here under the pace lap. This is a race. This is the place everybody wants to win at, whether it be in the famous Indianapolis 500 or here at the Brickyard 400. Indianapolis is home to, which is in fact two of the biggest races in the entire world that Indianapolis is home for. Of course, about 10 miles up the road is the Lucas Oil Raceway, the drag strip where the NHRA U.S. Nationals is being held at as well, the biggest on the NHRA drag racing circuit. So, Indy pretty much, in short, has got it all as far as racing is concerned. Not to mention also former home to one of the Formula One Grand Prix in the United States. As the pace cars are on the pit road, field being led in the hands of Jessica Shelton and Dylan Young as the green flag is about to fly for the season 22 Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis as the green flag flies and we are underway here at Indy. Jessica Shelton caught up on the high side here. Joshua Osborne makes an early move to the inside. And oh my god, Plum's already in turn 2! Number 4 car William Brock has crashed. There's Trey Wright. And the 7 car Zach Winkle. And let's see what happens come off the third turn. That could also be a problem spot. And it's not for now. As off the fourth turn they come, Joshua Osborne will lead him down to the yellow flag, with Quentin Moore second and Charles Sanford in third. There's Zach Winkle in the 7 car. He's crashed. There's Trey Wright's car. Sky Commons will also spun. William Brock was one of the ones that got the big damage here. As the yellow flag flies here, it's Osborne, Moore, Sanford, Becker, and Gardner, the top 5 at the moment. But the crash all happened in about the mid to the back of the pack. And boy, what a first lap of the Brickyard 400 we had here already. Yeah, the Brickyard can be known the Brickyard can be a wreck fest at times. I will say that for sure. And yeah, they got 3 wide. They got 3 wide in the middle of turn 2, and yeah, Sky comes pushed up right into Eli Bright, sent him spinning. There's William Brock spinning as well in the 4 car, and everybody just piles into the 4 and 62 cars as well, both of them. You see Mitchell Collins in the middle of it. There, Bobby Frazier, I think he's clean. And I think Simon Bloomfield's clean as well in the 10 car, as well as one of the cars that went by. I think it was the 14 of Benjamin Miles that went through as well. So William Brock sitting on pit road as they continue to work with the car here. There's 66. Elijah Gordon coming in, not Simon Bloomfield, Bobby Frazier and Trey Wright both leaving the pits right there, so they're both coming out 55 miles an hour on pit road. Actually, I think it's 65, I think, here at Indy is actually. Eli Brighton 15's coming in, he's in for service. I mean, you're already in the back of the pack, though, so I mean, you got nothing to lose, so just fire on 4 tires and see what happens here. And so just take a shot at it and see what happens here. Cars out of the race here. Eli Bright's now finally falling out of the race, and as is Sky Commons and the 4 car of William Brock. Both those cars. So 3 cars out of the race because of that crash that happened off turn 2, and didn't even get a first lap in without a caution. So I hate to know what this race is going to be like. But right now, Joshua Osborne's the man on the points. Second position right now is Quentin Moore. Third is Charles Sanford. Fourth is Mike Becker, the best run Becker's had this season so far. Fifth is Johnny Gardner. Sixth position is Joshua Collard. Jessica Shelton, the pole sitters, dropped to 7th. 8th is Dylan Young. 9th is Jesse Turner. And Carter Friesen right now runs in 10th position. Field about to come off turn number 4 here as they're about to get set for another restart here from the first caution flag of the day. Pace car is already on pit road. As the green flag flies, and let's try it again here at Indy. Quentin Moore looking to the inside, as is Joshua Collard as they go down through off turn number 2. Jessica Shelton and Jesse Turner both on the high side as Benny Watson goes by. There's the two Buckeyes, Matthews and McIntyre. Both those two from one of Indiana's neighboring states, the state of Ohio. Dollarson going by, Shelton dropping all the way back right now as they come off turn number 4. And we got through one lap under green, so Dylan Young right there in the 2 car. Off the second turn they come. And we're on board Dylan Young's car. Off turn number 2 he comes. See how fast he goes down the front stretch. I would bet almost 210 at this point. Yet 212, 213 miles an hour into turn number 1 goes Dylan Young. And off turn 3 at 188 miles an hour now through turn number 4. Johnny Gardner getting a little bit loose right there. He saw that just about in front of him as he and Charles Samper battled it out. And now Gardner cuts up in front of Young. Young getting the draft off of him here. 207, 208 miles an hour to turn number 1. And a battle for the lead. Quentin Moore to the inside of Joshua Osborne. He's got it. So Quentin Moore takes the Morgan Shepherd cars up to the top spot. Collard still in 3rd position. Dylan Young now moving in the 4th position. And how about Carter Friesen in the 36 car moving up the 5th spot as he's gotten by Charles Sanford. Mike Becker looking to the low side, as is Nathan Hudson. Kyle Matthews up there. Matthews the points leader towards the championship. Having a near 300-point lead coming into this event. So Matthews has been very dominant. And how dominant is he, you ask? Well, his average finish this season so far, 7.81, believe it or not. Yep, his average finish this season has been a 7th. So, doesn't matter what paint scheme Matthews is running, or doesn't matter what body style he's running, though, that car is super strong everywhere it goes. Well, except for the plate tracks. The plate tracks has not been much luck to him except for the Daytona 500 when he won. But nonetheless, Matthews' car has been very strong this season. He's in 10th right now. McIntyre's in 11th. You see him right there going by. Actually make that 8th. Matthews is now 7th. And we got a mess right there. Oh, Gardner got pushed up the track by Matt McIntyre in the 37 car. There's Fitzwater going by. Gene Sanford about to go by in the 21 car. Benny Watson up there. There's the 8 car of Rob Evans. Jay Jefferson's in there. There's Ashlyn Boyd, Kat Batson. Cole Devers dropped to 23rd right now. 24th is James Henry. And there's the pole sitter, Jessica Shelton, dropping all the way back. I don't see where she is running right now across the start-finish line. Shelton has dropped way back after starting from the pole. Shelton right now dropping all the way down to the 28th position in the Arby's colors. Several surprises up there in this field. There's Nathan Hudson right now running in 10th position. in the 38 car, there's Mike Becker's, like I said, having his best run in a while. McIntyre going by Dylan Young in the 2 car. And meantime, back up front, Joshua Osborne's taking the lead away from Quentin Moore, as he's now got the other Joshua Collard behind him. 2 Joshuas, one from right here, 2 Joshuas in the top 2 spots, one from Kentucky and the other from the jolly old UK up in England. And now Carter Friesen in the 36 car. I don't know what setup they got in a Stanley Tools Punter, but it's not the same setup they've been running all season long, because that 36 car has been flying. Right now, and he was close up on Osborne's car now for that number 1 spot. And Friesen, another driver from the international side of things. He's from up in he's from up in Canada, is where he's from. So you got the red, white, and blue versus the maple leaf here in the first and second spots. Lap car up ahead, and Zach Winkle in the 7 car. He's now in the middle of 3 and 4 as the field is drafting up to them. Fast lap race so far set by Keith Batson at 196.907. And here comes Collard coming back on Friesen as they now close up on Winkle's car. Let's see what happens in turn number 1 as Osborne's closing up on that blue Geico number 7. Osborne looking to the low side of the track. He didn't quite get him to before he got to turn 2, but now he'll pull out. Now he'll pull out here. Friesen. Now is he going to get trapped behind? No, he's not. In fact, he looked at the inside of Osborne, but didn't quite get there. And now he's going to trap Kyle Matthews behind in the 24 car, and watch Matthews go backwards. Friesen now at 38, and he is a lap down right now. And as you see Jesse Turner going by, and here comes Keith Batson, and Matthews blocks Batson's path as they come down the front stretch, I should say. Matthews now dropping all the way down to the 10th position. Batson running in 11th. And we have got a gaggle of cars right there. And here comes Nathan Hudson, Chris Thornton, Gene Sanford, Zachary Fitzwater, Rob Evans, Matt McIntyre, Benny Watson, Johnny Gardner. In the meantime, Joshua Collard's gone by Carter Friesen for second place now, so the Joshua's first and second again. And here comes Charles Sanford in 29 to the coming up on Friesen's back bumper. Sanford running in 4th, Quentin Moore 5th, Levi McIntyre 6th, and Dylan Young in 7th. And now Jesse Turner goes by Mike Becker for 7th. Or 8th position, I should say, excuse me. Becker's in 9th, and 10th position is Matthews, and 11th is now Keith Batson. Riding inside Cole Deaver's car. Deaver right now in 24th position. It's not been the best of seasons for Deaver this season, after coming off of a season 21 championship. Right now riding in the 24th position. Looking at where everybody's running right now, and they see several cars back in the pack here. I'll guarantee you, Jessica Shelton's is not happy with her run right now. I can about guarantee that. She is See all the shovels put her back here. Winkle's now trapped her behind, and Ryan Brommer's also trapped behind her as well. Shelton right now clocked in the 35th position after starting from the pole in this race. So it's goodness for her. We are going to a road course next on the tour, and that of course would be at Watkins Glen. Meantime, though, we are now down to 6 laps to go here. Joshua Osborne out in front looking for his first victory of the season. His last win, as I said, came in last season's Meliella 500 when he won that race in a near-dead heat over Becca Tellier in that race. And I tell you what, Osborne, an all-around motorsport fan, if you know him. Of course, Osborne, if you know him, an all-around motorsport fan, not just NASCAR, but also IndyCar racing, dirt track racing, sprint car racing, F1 racing, and also drag racing as well. If it's got four wheels and goes fast, he's a fan of it. And here comes battle for second place here. Carter Friesen moved up to the high side. Here comes Charles Sanford to the low side for second. And it's now Sanford now moving to his number 2 spot here as he's looking for his second victory of the season. He won, as he said, at the first race at Pocono. Now does Charles have anything for Osborne? A pair of restaurants here in the top 2 spots here. Jimmy John's, a sub shop, and Sonic, of course, a burger joint. We call them burger joints here in Kentucky, but anyway, coming down for 4 laps to go now. Sanford's making it all up now. Off turn number 2 they come here. Osborne trying to hold on out in front. Charles Sanford second. Third is Carter Friesen. Then battle for 4th between Joshua Collard and Levi McIntyre. That's 4th and 5th on the screen. Quentin Moore 6th. 7th is Jesse Turner. 8th Kyle Matt. 8th is Jesse Turner. No, 7th is Jesse Turner. 8th Kyle Matthews. 9th Dylan Young and Keith Batson right now in 10th. 3 laps to go. Osborne so far has led every lap in this race so far. And now we're under caution. Under caution, it's Jessica Shelton. Car 17 has crashed. And so it looks like this Brickyard 400 is going to end under yellow. If that's the case, Joshua Osborne's won it with Charles Sanford second. And poor Jess, her luck at Indy has not been not exactly been the best, even before all this. But Shelton, of course, had high hopes especially after starting from the pole, but dropped way back early on in this race, and then. Oh, no, it wasn't Shelton that started it. It was Vince Almarego that started it. And got a bit of a help from Henry Sanford coming on through turn 2. Sanford drives right into Almarego's car and shoves him for about a few hundred yards and then sends Almarego spinning, and watch that 44 car hit the wall. Ah! Hits the wall and goes upside down, barrel rolling off turn number 2. And I think Shelton's going to come in right about this point, I think. There's Yepes going by. Mitchell Collins goes by. Oh, and Benjamin Miles got a piece of it. And here comes Elijah Gordon got a piece of it as well. Here comes Shelton. And she got a piece of it as well in the 17 car as well. But really, Almarego was the big casualty of that crash as well. So a 4-car crash is going to likely end the Brickyard 400 under yellow here today. And there you see the damaged cars of Almarego, and, well, you saw Elijah Gordon, but he disappeared, so... Well, they're getting ready to come around to take the yellow and white flags together, so that is going to mean Joshua Osborne is going to win his first Brickyard 400 title in the Jimmy John Chevy. And it's also his first victory of the season, the 3-time series champion. As the yellow and white flags will wave over this field at an agonizingly slow 70 miles per hour. I tell you, that was going to be a good battle for the win was going to have here between Osborne and Sanford and Friesen. That was going to be a great battle we were going to have here. But alas, the second caution flag kind of spoiled that. So yellow and white flags have waved here. Joshua Osborne, as I said, is going to be your winner here today. Second is Charles Sanford. Third will go to Carter Friesen, his first top 5 of the season, believe it or not. Fourth will go to Joshua Collard. Fifth will go to Levi McIntyre. Sixth, Quentin Moore. Seventh, Jesse Turner. Eighth will go to Kyle Matthews. Ninth to Dylan Young. 10th to Keith Batson. Chris Dallerton, 11th. 12th will go to Gene Sanford. Nathan Hudson, 13th. Mike Becker, 14th. Matt McIntyre, 15th. 16th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Johnny Gardner, another one who started up in the field. He dropped to 17th. Jay Jefferson, 18th. 19th will go to Ashland Boyd. Benny Watson comes home 20th. 21st, Cat Batson. 22nd is Rob Evans. 23rd, James Henry. 24th, Aiden Shepard. 25th, Dion Moon. Cole Deaver, a heartbreaker right there for him. 26th in the 1999 Dale Earnhardt Jr. colors. Henry Sanford, 27th. 28th will go to Simon Bloomfield. 29th, Diego Yepes. 30th, Mitchell Collins. 31st, Bobby Frazier. 32nd, Trey Wright. 33rd, Ryan Brommer. And 34th, Zach Winkle. Cars out of this race, Jessica Shelton will finish 35th. She had a piston failure in the engine on her car. Vince Almarego, 36th. 37th will go to Benjamin Miles. 38th to Elijah Gordon. 39th, Eli Bright. 40th to Sky Commons, and 41st dead last will go to William Brock. So the field's going to round through turn number 4 here in the season 22 Brickyard 400 is unfortunately going to end under yellow flag conditions. But the man who was in the right place in the right time, driving that black and white number 33 from Van Leer, Kentucky, is going to bring it all home here today. And I guess you might say for this man is a dream come true for him to win at the Brickyard. But nonetheless, there it is. Joshua Osborne wins the season 22 Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Average speed 134.213. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got NRSS gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole stars for his channel. And please be sure to check out our cavalcade of offline series, including the Last of Us Light series, Pizza Hut X series, Hershey's Cup series, Coors Light Truck series, as well as the Skittles Super Speedway series, and of course the brand new Duracell Cup series as well. Be sure to check the series out, as well as Michael Norman's Budweiser All Pro series, also available on his channel as well. And of course, to subscribe to the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series, and of course to keep up on the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series. Be sure to subscribe to Thrash Maniac 99's channel, aka our 5th place finisher, Levi McIntyre, and become part of that series as well. Some of the best offline series are under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you will not regret checking those races out neither. So that will do it here today at the Brickyard 400. Congratulations here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Congratulations again to Joshua Osborne, his first victory of the season as he wins the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. For now, this is James Colson in production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you at Watkins Glen.
Rick, did you have any ignition problems?